Pep Guardiola's future at Manchester City. A break, not a retirement. Pep Guardiola, the man who has transformed Manchester City into one of the most dominant football teams in the world, recently confirmed that he will take a break from football once his time at the club comes to an end, but he won't be retiring just yet. The Manchester City manager spoke openly about his future to Sky Sports, revealing his intentions to step away from the game, but not permanently, as Guardiola addressed questions about his future before City's crucial Premier League clash with Wolves. Speculation surrounding his next move had been brewing. Earlier, in an interview with ESPN Brazil, Guardiola had raised eyebrows when he mentioned he would stop when his tenure at Manchester City ends, casting doubt on whether he would hang up his boots entirely or take a sabbatical. At the time, the notion of retirement seemed to linger, especially after Guardiola confirmed he had signed a 2-year contract extension with the club in November, keeping him at the Etihad Stadium until June 2027. But clarity was soon delivered. When asked to elaborate on his comments by Sky Sports, Guardiola took a moment to put fans' fears to rest. "I didn't say I was leaving now or at the end of the season," he explained. "If they sack me, then yes. But what I meant was, when my time here comes to an end, whether in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I don't know, I will take a break. I am not retiring, but I will take a break, that's for sure." Guardiola's words weren't just a casual comment, but an honest reflection of the mental and physical toll that football management demands. He went on to stress the intensity of the job. "Do you know what a 2-year contract for a manager in football means? It's an eternity. So when I finish here, I will need to take a step back." In other words, Guardiola doesn't plan to retire from the game entirely, but after years of grueling managerial work at Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and now Manchester City, he acknowledges the need to recharge and refocus. The 54-year-old's comments are particularly telling for a man who has been one of the most successful coaches of his generation. Known for his intensity, attention to detail, and relentless pursuit of perfection, Guardiola's career has been nothing short of extraordinary. His tenure at City has been a spectacular journey, including multiple Premier League titles and, most recently, a historic treble in 2023. However, this season has been somewhat of a struggle, with City trailing a staggering 21 points behind Premier League leaders Liverpool and scrambling to secure a place in the top 4. Despite the challenges, Guardiola remains pragmatic. "What happened in November and December, when we were not able to win games, of course, I thought, what can I do?" he admitted, reflecting on the team's struggles during a particularly rough patch. "I didn't click, I didn't find a way, because I had the feeling that the players were still following me, but I didn't find the problems." Guardiola was honest about his own shortcomings, confessing that he wasn't able to find the right solutions during a 7-match winless streak. "We always had problems, always had injuries, but not this incredible amount," he noted, referencing the club's injury crisis. Key players like Rodri, Phil Foden, and Kevin De Bruyne were sidelined, leaving City with a patched-up squad that was often stretched thin. Guardiola didn't hold back in acknowledging that his decisions had not always been perfect. For example, James McAtee and Nico O'Reilly didn't play, and in the last period, they have played. "Why didn't they play before?" he asked. "They've proved I was wrong, and they could have played, and I didn't do it. I didn't find the way to do it, but it's been a good experience for me." Despite the frustrations of the season, Guardiola is still able to see the value in these tough moments. "Hopefully next season I can be a little bit more brilliant to find more comfortable positions with the players," he said, still looking ahead with optimism. As for this season, City's hopes of finishing on a high still hang in the balance. With an FA Cup final against Crystal Palace on the horizon, Guardiola is determined to end the campaign on a positive note, securing another piece of silverware while ensuring City remains in the Champions League hunt. "Hopefully, we can finish this season with the FA Cup and especially qualify for the Champions League next season," he said. In many ways, this season's struggles only add to the pressure and intensity that Guardiola has faced throughout his managerial career. Known for his meticulous approach, the former Barcelona and Bayern Munich boss demands perfection not just from his players, but from himself as well. And while he has become synonymous with winning, the strain of constant success, coupled with the ever-present media scrutiny, can take its toll.